What's going on, everyone? Alex, the two-way penciler here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my unwrapping video. I was going to do this as kind of a short on my channel. However, I put a little bit of more thought into it, and I decided to just go ahead and turn it into a full-on video. As I said, I'm gonna be unwrapping or opening something that I received. I received 2 packages today in the mail, or rather this one. I got this one first, and I got this one last week, a couple of days ago, and I already opened this one, but since I like this product so much, I went ahead and just ordered another one similar to it. They're pretty much what they are Resident Evil little kind of cardboard standouts. They're kind of like the ones you would see at video game stores like GameStop. You know, those big old cardboard cutouts that advertises the video game. They're kind of like that, except they're smaller. Obviously, you're not gonna fit something that big into something like this. So yeah, the first ones I ordered were from Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. I ordered them off of eBay, and when I got here, I went ahead and opened them up, and like I said, I liked them so much that I had to go ahead and order more. And the second batch that I ordered was they were both actually a Resident Evil 1. The first one of them has Jill and Chris, and the other one has I think it had the Tyrant with some other bioweapons, maybe I think it was a Chimera or the Hunter. And yeah, like I said, that one, the Resident Evil 1, I got that one today. The other one, I got it a few days ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and open these up, show you, what they look like. Maybe if you guys like them yourselves, you can check them out. As I said, I got them on eBay. I don't even think I was really actually looking for anything like that while I was just browsing the site. I forget what I was looking for, and then for some reason these just popped up in my suggestion, and I just checked them out and I liked them, and they're pretty cool. Each of them, I believe each of them was 30 bucks, so it was 60 for 2. I just went ahead and put it on my PayPal account. I did the PayPal credit where you pay in 4 installments, so I'm paying around 15 bucks, a little over 15 every 2 weeks. So total amount that I spend for both of these packages, which is, as I said, there's 2 of them in each, so that's 4 little cutouts total. I spent about 120 or so. So maybe give or take, including the shipping and handling as well as the taxes. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the first one. We'll show you guys the first one I had already opened up. And here it is. This is what it looked like when I first opened it up. They're both packaged in here. They're in this little nice plastic along with some little white cardboard. I'll just take them out real quick just to show you the stuff that's in the back is just these little, they're these little cardboards that you use to stand them up. I got 2 of them obviously because I got 2 little cardboard cutouts. And the first one I'm going to show you guys is the one for Resident Evil 2. It's this one right here. It's got Claire and Leon. As I said, they're for Resident Evil 2. It's kind of like a video game promotion, sort of like you would see when a game comes out. Let me see. So there we go, Resident Evil. And then we got the cover art for the original. And then, Leon and Claire. Pretty cool. I really like this pose. This is one of my favorite poses. I actually have a t-shirt of them in this pose. Leon and Claire are probably my 2 favorite Resident Evil characters. Resident Evil 2, the original, is probably my favorite video game out of the whole original trilogy. It just has a lot of nostalgia. This is actually the first Resident Evil game that I ever played. I didn't start with the first one. I started out with part 2. And then after that I moved on to the first one. The first one I actually played was the director's cut, so I didn't actually play the original version until a couple years later. But yeah, Resident Evil 2 has always been my favorite. Leon and Claire, my favorite characters. And I don't know if you guys can see in the back. Let me move the camera. I also got some Resident Evil 2 posters. I got, my whole room is just full of, you know, video game posters and stuff. So I'm a big gamer, besides, you know, being an artist. And here we go with the second one. This is from Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Again, this is another little cardboard cutout from the original trilogy. We got, again, the video game art, the cover art for the original game. Resident Evil Nemesis, 3 Nemesis, and then we got Jill Valentine here, you know, standing up in her original classic outfit with the tube top, the little sweater wrapped around her waist, and the black mini skirt, her boots. I always liked that look. That was a really cool look. And we have the Nemesis, which, if you've all played the video game, which I'm assuming you have, is the bioweapon sent by Umbrella to take out the remaining members of the Raccoon City Police Department STARS unit, so they could keep the whole breakout incident hush hush. So yeah, these are the first two. Let me go ahead and just put them back in the. I will display those later. Right now, it's just a kind of a reveal. So those are those two right there, and here's the second one. I'm gonna open it up. This is the first time I've seen it in person. The only other time I've seen it was online on the YouTube website, or excuse me, the eBay website. So this is pretty much my first impression of these two, and they look pretty damn solid as well. Wow. All right, I like these. Once again, take this out. Once again, it comes with these little cardboard cutouts that you use to stand them up. I'll figure out how to put these on later, because I'm gonna put them up in my room. In the back right here, I used to have some Resident Evil 2 Hot Toys figures. I kind of moved those because I'm in the process of kind of rearranging the setup of my room. So I'm probably gonna put these where I had the figures, and then I'll figure out where I'll put. It's a shelf with 3 levels, so I'll probably just put the figures on the second level or something. Because on the third one, I have my PlayStation 4 and my PlayStation 5 games set up there. So the only vacant spot I have is the second level. So I'll start out by showing you guys this one first. This is from Resident Evil 1, the original, from the original trilogy. We got, here you go, Resident Evil, the PlayStation 1 logo, Capcom. And then we got the zombie, the bald zombies from the original game. You got a Chimera. And I thought it had a hunter, but it just has the Chimera, the ones that you encounter in the basement lab towards the end of the game. And then, of course, the main boss, the Tyrant, which in my opinion is super easy to beat, even when he gets all juiced up at the end when you're in the helipad. He does get a little bit more antsy, but it's not really much of a big deal to beat him. I just, you know, blast him up with the 357 with the Python, and he's done. And then obviously, you know, you get the rocket launcher from Brad to finish him off. So there's that one. Really cool. I like this one too. Put that aside, and then we got this one with the protagonists of the video game. Again, the Resident Evil logo, the PlayStation 1, the Capcom, and then we have Jill Valentine looking all tough, sort of in a crouched position, aiming her Beretta, her 92. We've got Mr. Chris Redfield looking all tough, standing like nothing bothers him. He's just standing there without a care in the world while there's a zombie apocalypse all around him in the mansion lab. And then we got of course, the zombie, which is on the cover of the Resident Evil Director's Cut video game, and pretty much the first zombie that you encounter, the one that you see eating Kenneth from the Bravo team. If you remember that scene where he's chomping down on the body and then he kind of like lifts himself up and he turns around and he kind of gives you that creepy look. So that's this guy right here. At least I assume it is. So yeah, these are my little cardboard cutouts, like I said, that I bought. I really like them, and I'm gonna be displaying them in that little corner shelf that I've got. As I said, if you guys are interested, if you want to buy your own, I bought them off of eBay. I don't remember what what they're called. I'll look for it for the description of the products if any of you guys are interested, and I'll probably just, you know, add it in at the bottom of the description box of this video. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of this little unboxing video. Another quick look at these. These are freaking cool. Well worth the price to me. I'm a big video game fan. I've been playing video games since I was a kid, but Resident Evil, the original trilogy, is probably, I don't want to say among my top 3, it's my #1 video game. It's my #1 favorite video game franchise of all time. I mean, Resident Evil in general. I played 1 through 6 and every other little ones in between, like Survivor. I also played Outbreak, the first file. I didn't really like that one, but I played that. I played the Umbrella Chronicles, the Dark Side Chronicles, but as I said, I stopped at 6. After 6, I just kind of got, you know, tired of what they were doing to the franchise. You know, we've had 7, we've had Resident Evil 8, and as of shooting of this video, Resident Evil 9 has been announced. It hasn't been released, but I'm not really interested in it. I'm more partial to the original trilogy. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are really excited for Resident Evil 9, which is totally fine. It's really not for me. I just don't like what they've been doing with the franchise lately. So like I said, I just stopped at Resident Evil 6. And another quick look at these. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. I'm gonna let you guys go. The video's coming up on a little over 13 minutes. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the products. I know I did. Like I said, again, I'm gonna put these up. I'm gonna rearrange that little space, my little Resident Evil corner. Other than this, you know, I'm planning to do probably another video, another unboxing of a video game I got a while back from Project Retro Games. It has Resident Evil 1.5 and all these other ones. This channel is mostly for my artwork. However, I do want to experiment. I'm going to dabble a little bit in, you know, talking about, you know, video games, maybe comic books, that sort of thing. I just want to kind of spread out and branch out into different sorts of things, mainly stuff that I'm interested in. But yeah, like I said, this is mostly for my art. If you like this sort of stuff though, you guys can let me know, and maybe I'll even do more video game stuff, you know, more specifically retro stuff. I mean, I do still play modern big day video games. Ghost of Yotei is another one that I'm really anticipating. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I'm a big fan of that. Jin Sakai is the friggin' man. So yeah, let me cut it there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, keep drawing, keep painting, keep creating, doing your thing. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I respect everybody's opinion. I know this kind of stuff isn't for everyone. If you're not subscribed yet, please remember to blast that little bell icon so that you can get notifications of whenever I upload any new videos. Until then, you guys take care.